Smiley is back. I'm back. Smiley is back. I'm back. Smiley is back. I know y'all miss me. I'm here. What? Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so excited to be back. And I'll get to that in a minute. I am so sorry for being missing for so long. So much has happened, and you know, life. I say it a lot, but life. Main reason I'm so excited, other than being back talking to you guys, the other reason I am so excited is I got a new camera. I'm so excited, and so that's why the quality is a little different. And that's why I will also be I am rather motivated to start doing some more videos and different concepts because I have a quality camera finally. This is so awesome, and I'm just so excited. And that's also why I'm back to my original filming digs. I have moved around in the house to try to accommodate the other camera I had and to kind of help it out, and made that camera rest in peace. So I have the new camera. I am so thrilled to be back. I am brimming with ideas. I look back at my socials, and I think the first time I teased this video idea was 2 months ago. So I'm a little late, and I'm not gonna lie, being that late kind of had me doubting whether or not I should even like do the video at this point. But yes, I said yes, I'm going to do the video, because even though this product is not new to the market, it might be new to a bunch of you guys, and the bottom line is it's still on the market. It's not being talked about enough, at least in my opinion, and I kind of think that's because people don't really know what to do with it, so they're not really talking about it much. And I feel like you could be missing out on so much. This can be an awesome product if you just know how to use it. So I just figured I would, you know, record this video and share with you some of the tips and tricks that I learned and a lot of the mistakes that I made. The product I'm talking about is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. Whoo, Lord, that's a mouthful. Let's see. Look at that. Look at how quickly she focused and everything. I love my camera so much. Okay, and the shade I wear, in case you want it for reference, is 4.05 skin tone dark, undertone warm peach. I don't know if we're going to be able to get all of that, but let's try. Ooh, look at that girl go. Look at her go. Man, what? Y'all can't tell me nothing about my camera. We're going to talk about this. I have notes here so I won't forget anything. Going to just tell you about things that I learned, and just how much I don't want you missing out on this great product if it's for you. So come along for the ride with me. As you can see, your girl Smiley is back, so I'm sure she might pop in throughout the video as I make points as well. I'm really happy to have her back. I missed her, and I know a lot of y'all out there missed her too, but yeah, she's back too. It feels so good to be home. Okay, so hang in there. Let's start going point by point. Okay, so the first point is full coverage. It claims to be full coverage. Let me know about that one. Let me know about that one. I don't think it is. There are plenty of full coverage foundations out there. Juvia's Place is a great example. And the consistency when it comes out of the tube reminds me a great deal of Juvia's Place formula, as a matter of fact. So if you're familiar with that texture, when it comes out of the tube, this is very similar to that. But that is a full coverage foundation. That's a foundation that you drop it down and nothing shows through, period. Maybelline Fit Me actually is a bit more full coverage than this one. So I don't think I would call this full coverage. I think I would call it medium to full buildable, because it is definitely buildable, and I'll get to that a little bit in a minute. But yeah, you're not going to get total cancellation with this one. You're going to get great coverage, but not total cancellation. So keep that in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is, I think I explained in another video, that might be one of the videos that I meant to film in my head and then forgot about because life happened. But I think I mentioned in one of my other videos that I've switched from sponges to brushes for foundation application, and I have and I love it. But normally I would say, you know, do what works for you. If you prefer the sponge, use the sponge. If you prefer the brush, use the brush. In the case of this foundation, there's really no, you can't use a sponge. Just don't do it. As I would say in my other series, honey, just don't. Honey, just don't try to use a sponge with this foundation. That's just, you need to use a sponge. You need to use a brush for sure. And part of that is that this is supposed to be a waterproof my brain just decided to take a coffee break without the coffee. Formula. This is supposed to be a waterproof formula. So let's think this through. I mean, you know, I wasn't a science major in anybody's college, but if you have a waterproof formula and then you have a sponge that you have to wet, it might not be a good idea to combine those two elements. Just saying. So don't try it, and please don't try to apply it with a dry sponge. That's like a worse idea. Just find a brush that you like, and stick with that. If you want to know what brush I use, let me know down in the comments, and I'll be happy to do a whole video on my brush selections, and why I use which brushes for which foundations, and etc, etc. But use a brush, don't use a sponge. Really not an option there. Sponge it up, 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 side of my face, so that you can compare this side to this side, and see the difference. And as a matter of fact, before we go through all that, let me zoom y'all in. Hold tight. Alright, now that we're a little more up close and personal, let's get to it. So as I was saying, seriously, a little dab will do you. Like, this all? This the whole tube? Where the rest? This won't even be enough to cover like the whole left side of my face. Let me see what time Ulta closed, because I'm going to need about 2 more tubes to get this face done before I leave out. Dab will do you. Like, the littlest dab. And actually, let me combine this with another point. You really need to work in sections with this, this foundation. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it concealer with this foundation. Please don't try to do your whole face. Don't even try to do half of your face, really. I actually divide my face up into quarters. So I will do this part of my face. Okay, I can count because I just realized it's about to be more parts than 4, so it's not quarters. I promise you I can count. I'm just still too excited about my new camera. I'll do this side, this portion right here with 1 drop, which I'll show you in a second. Then I do this one with the drop. I'll do my forehead region. I do maybe down here, and then I'll do here, and then I'll do my chin as a whole separate section. Okay, so that's, you know, like 7, 8 areas that you cover bit by bit, but please trust me, you don't want to rush this. You do not want to try to do your whole face or even half of your face with one squeeze, because it dries so quickly. Like, I cannot even begin to explain to you how quickly this dries. I'm just going to have to show it to you, so you don't have time to waste. Okay, you don't want to lay this down on your face or part of your face and then go brush your teeth or clip your toenails. You need to stay focused on what you're doing, okay? Because if not, it will dry down and you won't be able to blend it out, okay? Girl, I said I'm coming. Trying to get my face on. Y'all keep messing with me, I can't get my face on. Okay, let's get going. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yo, I told you oh, that's cute. Is that what you wearing? Oh, that is so cute. Should I change my outfit too? Oh, but wait a second. You ain't have to get all like that about it though. Oh, you know what? Let me text Karen and see what she wearing. That right. Oh, ew, no. That don't go with your boots. Y'all gonna have me late. So, live demonstration. My foundation brush. I'm using the flat top foundation brush from Sonia Kashuk. Come on, babe. Show them what you got. There you go. Oh, I love my camera. And there. Flat top foundation brush. The light is kind of messing with it a little bit, but there, okay? So that's the brush I use. And it's pretty dense. You know, you want something dense, not soft, pretty dense, okay? But that is literally how much you need to do one section of my face. She keeps focused. There we go. That's all you need. I promise you that that's all you need. And let me show you. And this is what I mean when I say you need to work fast. Like, fast. Can y'all see me good? Okay. Okay. Now, I just saw me put that down, right? And the reason why I say you need to work fast, I'd already done it, is because the paper towel is still clean because my face is dry. The foundation is dry. And I did that in real time. Y'all saw when I stopped putting it on. And there is nothing on this paper towel. So that's why you need to work fast, okay? And that's not because I didn't put enough on. You guys can see the coverage. You know, You can tell I have on. Ah! How rude. I know it's a hole there. So that's what I mean when I say you gotta work fast, because this stuff dries almost instantly. Now, that's a good thing because, as I said, it's buildable. So like, if I wanted to start building right now, I could. I typically don't. I finish the whole rest of my face and then I go back and find the sections and areas that I need to build. But if I wanted to build like right this second, I could, because it's completely dry. So hence the reason why I'm saying work fast. But now, since we're talking about buildability, I can point out to you that there are certain areas that I don't have as much coverage that I would like. I want a little bit more coverage under here, even though I would normally put concealer on for sure. I still want a little more coverage here, and like right here, and definitely here. Oh, sorry. And here. I have scarring here, here. And while the foundation itself alone does a pretty good job of covering it up, I just want to go back with and get some more coverage. So here's where you build. And you saw how little of a dab I used to do this whole section of my face, right? So now I'm really going to show you how little of a dab you need to cover up these spots. You know what? I mean, yeah, I know that she has said, you know, y'all know Shannon be all extra. I told y'all that a long time ago. And I know she has said, you know, that you needed to, it's buildable and everything, but, yeah, I feel like, why you need to build? Just put on how much you need up front. You know, just put it on it. You gonna get the same look regardless. So I don't understand what her problem is. You know what? I can still see that pore right there. See, she talking about her buildable. Ain't nobody got, this is not Bob the Builder. I'm not a Lego master. Ain't nobody got time to be building nothing. So let's see. Let me see if I can get you focused in. Good. Like really, I don't even need that much. It just happened to be on the tip and that's what came out. And here we go. And when I'm going back in to build for coverage, as you might notice, I use a stippling motion. And that just because it deposits more product and really works it in. Okay. But as you can see, I'm well covered. Okay. Well covered. And this also brings me to my next point. Which is finish. This is a matte formula. I have a little bit of natural shine over here, right? There's no shine over here. I am all the way matted out. And it is matte. And as a matter of fact, if you look, and I have addressed this in my last video, if you look, I almost look set. Let's be real. I don't look like I really need to set my makeup because I am matte for days. Okay, I'm so matte, so matte. So if you don't like matte finishes, then this may not be the foundation for you. But if you're okay with matte finishes, or if that's something that you're looking for, yeah, this might be your baby. Just saying. That leads me into my last point that I definitely want to cover. The foundation claims to be 24-hour wear. Listen, I think that's a little bit of a stretch. And to be quite frank, who wants to wear their makeup for 24 hours anyway, or who should be wearing their makeup for 24 hours anyway? Nobody, not a soul, no one, literally no one, period. So the whole 24-hour wear claim, yeah, that's kind of, but I will say this. Their attempt at getting to 24-hour wear has resulted in a very long-lasting foundation. I have posted pictures on my social of what my face looks like at the end of the day. My makeup has to last 12 hours. From the time I put it on in the morning before my workday starts to the time I get home and am able to take it off, take my makeup off, and do my skincare. That's 12 hours. That's a long day. And I have posted pictures on my socials of my face at the end of my day, at the end of my 12-hour day, or 10 hours into my day. My last video, as a matter of fact, go check that out. That was an unintentional wear test wherein I didn't have my setting powders with me, but I decided to still go forward with my complexion makeup. And still at the end of the day, 10 hours later, I was still looking good. Now granted, you don't still look like this. I was not this matte at the end of the day, but I'm never this matte at the end of the day. No matter what foundation I use, no matter what setting products I use, I always get a little bit of my dewiness and glowiness. My natural skin oils start to push through a little bit by the end of the day, but it results in a nice dewy finish. I don't look like an oil slick. And that's what I got with this as well. I don't look like an oil slick at the end of the day. So you're getting really good wear. As you saw with the tissue test, it's extremely transfer resistant. Like, y'all think I'm being lightheaded. It's transfer resistant. So that alone is a huge thing for me, because my makeup is always getting on my clothes and it's so hard to get out, and I hate it and it irritates me. And that level of transfer resistance is pre-setting spray, pre-setting powder, all of that. So if you plan on still setting and all of that, you're probably going to get even more transfer resistance out of this product. It is just a really good foundation. And I'm not going to lie, when I first, and that's why I was really adamant about making this video, because when I first bought it, I was thoroughly disappointed because I didn't realize that I needed to work fast. I didn't realize that I needed to use a little bit, not a lot. There's so much I didn't realize, so I was using it wrong. But because I had spent my money on it and I did not want to go back to the foundation I had used prior to this, not that there was anything wrong with it, I just was ready to move on to something else, I just stuck with it. You know, the person that first told me about it, I trust her judgment. Her name's Toddy Westbrook, Glam Life Guru. That's the first person I saw talking about this, and I'm like, why does she love this so much? It has to be a reason. Now, she and I have different skin types, different skin colors, but still, you know, when she sings the praises of a product, it's normally for a reason. So I'm like, why is this not working out for me at all? Why is it doing none of the things that she said it would? And so I just kept tweaking and kept tweaking and kept tweaking, and then I finally hit on the right combination of factors that helped me get the best use out of this. And now this is my holy grail favorite foundation ever. Like, Smashbox, please never take it off the market, because I love it so much. But it's a learning curve. You know, there is a learning curve. You have to learn how quickly to apply it. You have to learn what sections to apply and how much to apply to those sections. You have to learn exactly how much is too much, how much is too little. And then you have to learn what to layer underneath it to get the look you want, what to put on top of it to get the look you want. So like, let's say you want this type of coverage, which, as you can see, I'm getting amazing coverage out of that little thin amount, and the places that I built up, I'm getting completely full coverage from. So I am good. You know, I am good. So let's say you want this type of coverage, but you don't want this much of a mattifying effect. Okay, use a dewy primer, you know, use a dewy setting spray. There are ways to play with and alter and modify the finish that you get and the effect that you get if there are other aspects of this foundation that you are interested in. So I encourage you to play around with stuff before you toss it or return it. Try different things, modify a few things, change up a few things, and just see, you know, if it has any effect at all on the outcome and how you feel about that outcome. And then make your determination. Then if you've done all that and it still doesn't work, okay, toss it, return it. But give it a shot first. Give it a fair shot. And I'm saying that about all products, not just this one, but this one really taught me that lesson very well. And I kind of wonder now how many other products have I not given a fair shot to. Give your products a fair shot. But try this. I mean, y'all, just give it a try. See what do you think? See what you come back with. I mean, you can see the difference between this side and this side. I don't have on concealer yet. I don't have on powder yet. There ain't enough. Really too much of it. Oh. Yet. And this side of my face looks banging. I mean, it looks so good. You can't tell me it doesn't. So give it a shot. I love this so much. But anyway, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna put foundation on the rest of my face so that I don't look completely crazy, and then run out and get my errands done. And actually, before I wrap this up, let me push y'all back a little bit because I'm sure you're sick of staring at my pores. So hold tight. Okay, and now we're back at regular aspect ratio. Why is my nose itching so much? What, doesn't that mean something? Like, if your nose itches, aren't you supposed to get better credit? Isn't that how it works? If your nose itches, you're getting better credit. Can somebody look that up for me and let me know? Put it down in the comments. I'm just wondering. But anyway, yeah, it's safe to say that I love this foundation, and it's just my new favorite, and I just want you guys to give it a try. I haven't heard anybody really talking about it, and I think this is why people have tried it and they hate it, and it's because they're not using it right. You know, you just, and it's not their fault. They're not using it right because they don't know. Nobody has laid out these steps like this. So I wanted to do it for you guys, and hopefully it's helpful, and hopefully it encourages you to give it a shot. You know, give things a chance. Can we be a little more giving and forgiving to our cosmetic products in the new year? Can we? Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm already starting to talk about the new year. That is so depressing. Yeah, it's that time of year now to start thinking about the new year and what we're going to do differently, and what we're going to try to change and improve upon. I'm not ready, guys. Oh, and that's part of the reason I got to hop off here, is to go to the grocery store and buy stuff for Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Hang in there with me, guys. I know I've been totally sporadic about my uploads, but I am definitely going to do better, if for no other reason than the fact that I freaking love this camera. And I'm so excited to use it. It's so much fun. So you will definitely be seeing more and more of me back like I should be. So if you have any other questions, leave them down in the comment section. Other technique you want me to discuss in greater detail, let me know all of those things as well. I think, like I said, I have a few video ideas coming up, just again about things that I've learned, like what I learned by not setting my makeup, what I've learned about the best way to attack my under eye circles, my dark circles under my eyes. Yeah, it's time for me to go because my technique has changed some since I first started doing YouTube. So it's okay for your techniques to change, especially if you're you know, learning new things, and I continue to get new ideas from so many different people, and I adapt them to my routine, and oftentimes come up with something spectacular and phenomenal. So when that happens, I'm gonna hop on here and tell you guys about it. Oh Lord. All right, thank you again for watching. Please hang around and come back. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter. My Instagram handle is my4inchheels, and over on Twitter I'm Miss Shan Smith. Please check me out, follow, subscribe, all of that good stuff, because sometimes even if I'm not uploading content here, I'm uploading content in one or both of those places. So please check me out. Let's be social, and I can't wait to see you guys again really, really soon. So until then, keep it glam, fam. Bye.